And you're a tad in front of vertical here. Can you bring your shoulders a little more back? You're doing very well with the small seatbone movement, but you are leaning forward. Come back a little bit more. Lean back. That's it. That's vertical. Does that feel like leaning back or?
Yeah, feels behind.
Feels behind, okay. So, I guess all these Hunter riders have a homing instinct to in front of vertical, probably. But what's very good here, you are really starting to get what we call plugged in. Right, the little movements of your seat bones are matching the little movements of her back, and you are plugged in a good way. And what's happening in your tummy? Is it sucking in? Is it hanging out? Have you made a wolf again?
It's sucking in and pushing out, and it's stronger than I thought it would have to be.
All right. And is it stronger than the hold you have on the rein?
At times. At times I catch myself pulling.
Okay. This is looking a bit to me, that's better. So it's still looking a bit to me like pulling. The reign's a little bit shorter, and that doesn't mean a stronger contact, it means your hands more out in front of you. Okay. Your shoulders have to stay back. That's it. So see if you can lean back more with your shoulders. That's right. And keep pushing your hands up in front of you. So if you want to think of the lower arm in the rein, like the walk of a corridor, you're aiming to put your bear down that corridor. Okay? And you're really trying to have the hands just make the corridor and not make a pull. Alright, and hold. Alright, and walk on. So when you hold, you stop your sit bones, and you can expect it to take 3 beats to halt. If you count 1, 2, 3, so that's counting front legs. It's going to take 3 beats to halt. So you stop your seat bones, you bear down double. Good. Walk on again. That's it. Now be careful with your hands. And halt again. Okay, stay halted a minute. So what you want to get with your hands is that if I put my hand in front of your hand and you push against my resistance, we're trying to get that kind of feeling. Okay? Draw your hands back away from my hand, and that's pulling again. So push your hands into my hand. So we're trying to get it as if you'd push your hands against the resistance kind of effect. Okay? So walk on again. Give your shoulders coming more back. So you're going to think lean back. Right. And right now she's doing what I call pushing back to you. Do you understand that? Yeah? And we're trying to make the push forward of your bear down become a push forward that is both stronger than your hold on the reins, bigger than her. That's right. That's right. Well done. And part of her pushback is that she's so good on pricking her ears. And the more she pricks her ears, the more she goes up periscope. That's right. Okay, hold again. Good. Walk on again. Good. Okay. This is a little personal possibly, but when you think of your underneath, would you think of your underneath from the front towards the back or from the back towards the front?
Front towards the back.
That's what I thought. Look at me. That's a big part of why you go that way. You've got to think of your underneath from the back towards the front. So it's almost like somebody might pull on the saddle cloth and pull the saddle cloth forward and you're being kind of taken forward with it. Right? And this is actually quite important. Okay? So you want to be really thinking of your underneath from the back towards the front. You were watching some of the days, weren't you, last week? So this will be the opposite of, who did we have? We had Hayley and we had Stephanie, whose underneath was too short, and they kind of needed to go from the front, make your seat bones more backwards. You're the opposite. You've got to go from the back, like we could draw the back towards the front. We're trying to make your underneath, like you think of it from the back towards the front, and if anything, you're trying to make it a bit shorter from the back towards the front.
terms of like the cereal box, make this longer, this shorter.
Yes. So your cereal box would go kind of lean forward, hollow a bit, and underneath too long. Yeah? And you know, Sandy was talking about that tic-tac-toe grid. You might think of two bungee cords on each side of your private parts in your underneath, pulling the back of you a bit towards the front of you. That's better. That's better. And you still watch your little seatbone movements and check out your tummy in your hands. And can you push your hands against my hands? That's it. Now you're convincing. That sounded like a
Starting to get a sore throat.
Are you? So maybe you can find some more noises, and you may not need the noises that much, right?
No, it really helps.
Yeah.
It really helps.
And you know, you're always trying to find ways within your students to trigger that. And I would lure that you go down into a jump, because hardly anybody likes jumping if they don't do that. But you have to do it the whole time. A lot of jumping riders go blah, 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 bear down when there's a fence, blah, 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 bear down. And the dressage riders go, bear down. Okay, take trot, let me see you a little bit in trot, and I need to head you down the other end. Okay. Every time you land, you've got to land with a sort of from the back to the front kind of way of thinking. And you've got to see if you can land lighter. Alright, I think what we might do is have you walk. Come on up here, Mia. I'm going to do a little bit with both of you at the same time. So we're going to do rising trot mechanisms. And I'm going to do this really thoroughly, given that both of you two are teachers. I need to really understand this intellectually as well as be able to do it well. So, Vicky, walk and come and halt facing me here. Mia, you halt facing me coming in from that way. So I've got you both halted pretty much on this line, not too close to the chairs. That's perfect. Whoa. Facing me. Right, so it's almost always sideways onto the audience because you're exhibiting and they need to see you. Okay, so, now, your feet away back as vertical and your shoulders away forward as vertical. That's better. Push your feet forward a little bit more. Okay, rise and sit a couple of times while you're standing still. Okay, and again. Okay, alright, and do it again and stay balanced down at the top of the rise. Okay, alright. And Vicky, let's get you to rise and sit a couple of times while you're standing still. Okay, and again, and to balance out of the saddle at the top of the rise. Next time, just stay out there and balance. Okay, so you're both managing a better top of the rise than a lot of people. Come back down again. So when it works right, we've got the knees, the center point of the circle, thigh bone is the radius of the circle, this knobble here getting to move like this on the arc of the circle. And nothing from the knee down changes. Okay? There is a bit of a danger of you doing, I'm going to exaggerate for the sake, rise, and you'll see that everywhere you go. Okay? So your lower leg must not move, the thigh rotates over the knee. That means that as you rock, the kneecap comes down, whereas in the other version, as you rise, the knee straightens. Okay? Good. You can say if you want to there while I look at this here. Okay. And come back down again. So we've got the knee as the center point of the circle, the thigh bone as the radius, this knobble moving on an arc of the circle. Nothing from the knee down changes. Your danger is not that your foot will come forward. Hard. To keep this here and really watch if you go up. Okay, I think your biggest danger is you might come down and maybe out on the way out. You've got to stay really stable. Okay? Whilst you're up there, stay up, that was good up, stay up. We've got to be taking weight in your thigh. Your foot thigh. Not a chance here. So, go up again. Alright? So all this amount of thigh, so you've got 2/3 of your thigh on the saddle here has to weight there, and we're trying life. So, and it came with you that I think this is going to be a big deal with you here. But at this point in time, you've got 2/3 of your thigh on the tab. We're trying to get to foot light. We want 80-20 in terms of the weight in the thigh. That's good. Are you ready?
Cheater.
Right, well. The question for both of you would be, as you rise, you tend to your front, as you did from your pubic bone to your sternum, does that distance lengthen, does it shorten, does it stay the same? You need to rise a couple of times to your... Then come back down, because you're only going to feel it in the rise itself. Does it lengthen, does it shorten, does it the same? Okay. Vicky?
I'd say my front wants to lengthen.
Okay. So you and 99% of all riders, right? So the temptation is to pull yourself up with your chest and abdominals, pull yourself up with your chest and abdominals, your front gets longer, your back hollows and gets shorter. You're using the same move the horse does when you lengthen under your chest, your legs. Pull yourself along with your front legs, okay? So it's really important that we are keeping your front short. So if you lengthen, you become banana-shaped rather than box-shaped. If you become banana-shaped, your belly button gets ahead of your pubic bone. Probably the best way to think about this is that your pubic bone must give way. You want to think of being pushed up from here and heaved up from here. Let's go. So your pubic bone leads the way. And come back down again. Stay short if your pubic bone doesn't get ahead. So it's like you're pushed up from there, you're pulled up from here. Okay, come back down again. And for you it's the same thing, but you've got to get the sense of pushed up to the back, heaved up from your zip. Okay. To really try and keep the zip up and back, your pubic bone leads the way. Okay, come back down again. When you're doing this, you said to me as you were going into trot last time that you felt more vertical. In walk, you should be vertical. In sitting trot and canter, you should be vertical. In riding trot, you are going to be a little bit inclined forward. On the sit, your shoulder is a little ahead of your hip. Here's the top of the rise with the knee to hip, shoulder rise. Bottom of the sit, that angle closes. Top of the rise, it opens. Bottom of the sit, it closes. Top of the rise, it opens. Okay? And one for you here, Vicky, as you head down the other end. When you went to trot there, you're coming down in the saddle quite heavy. So if I come down in a chair, you know, when I sit in this chair, I can come down and I can go crash. Or I can come down and control the sitting. You really need to think of trying to come down in a way that controls the sit.